When you are a company and you decide that you are going to pick a side when it comes to some kind of issue that people are, let's be honest, pretty divided on, you do take a risk. As the Wall Street Journal points out here, the risks brands take when touching on social issues, and it's true, you take a big risk because no matter how you look at it, this country is pretty divided right now on a lot of issues, and this is one of them. Bud Light's core audience is not on the side that they picked, and because of that, they're facing a lot of problems. They had hoped when they decided they were going to take a stand on something and pick a side, that the new side, the new audience that they wanted, would have rushed in and picked up those sales that their core audience dropped. And that did not happen. That did not happen. And because of that, their sales have plunged 17%. 17%, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a low number. That's a lot of money that just went poof, gone. Right out the window. Into the toilet. Into the trash. They've lost a lot of money over their little virtue signal, and, you know, it is what it is. I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for any companies that pull this shit, especially when they have an audience that won't put up with it. And Bud Light did not have an audience that was going to put up with this. They did not have the consumer base for this. So they're getting hit hard in the pocketbook. Real hard. It's embarrassing for them, really. Very, very embarrassing. Let's take a look at some of the stuff they have to say here. Bud Light decided to team up with a certain political influencer, and it was not a good idea for them to do that. Because of that, Bud Light store sales dipped 17% in the week ending April 15th compared to the same period last year. The paper also reports 2 executives who oversaw the collaboration have been placed on leave. Now, what does this mean for other brands? Well, other brands are stealing their market. Notably, Coors Light and Miller Lite have gained some of their business. Now, this is what I've talked about in previous videos, right? Once you break habits, this is a big scare for the comic book industry. I know these are different subjects, but I'm just going to use it as a comparison. Like, people have a habit. You know, for example, comics. Wednesday, they go buy comic books. Now, during the coof, you couldn't go buy them anymore. They were closed. One of the worries was that people will learn, oh, well, we don't need to spend that money anymore on these. Habits are broken. Same with movie theaters. Oh, I can just watch it at home. I can stream it. I don't need to go to the movie theaters to see it anymore. Habits are broken. Now, with beer, it's a little bit different because this is just literally some people would automatically go buy it. They buy their favorite, throw it in the thing. Now they're grabbing Coors Light, Miller Lite, getting some new taste. They're not dropping anything. They're just switching to a different brand, and their habit of Bud Light is going out the window. Maybe they like that Coors a little bit better, that Miller a little bit better. That's bad for Bud Light. This is 17% of their business that they might not get back. They might not get that. They might not get that back. They're going to have to probably drop their prices to try to compete again. This is going to get really bad for them. Really bad for them. And it continues to get even worse because, remember, this is a good opportunity for somebody to come in and really kind of establish a business. And now you've got this, I've seen their commercial too. It's all about blasting woke beer. This ultra right beer expected to hit 1 million in sales since the Bud Light boycotts. It's a movement. So, yeah, this guy, he's got a pretty interesting commercial. He's going around and talking about conservative issues. He's marketing completely to conservatives and picking up a lot of money because of that. It's an audience that doesn't get catered to very often. It's always to the left. So now this guy is capitalizing on this, and he's making $1 million in sales thanks to Bud Light being a bunch of dummies. I'm not faulting the guy. I think it's actually a smart move what he's doing. This is a perfect time to start a beer company. That 17% doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot. That's enough for some people to entrepreneur their way into the business right now. And then you've got this. This was the real surprising story to me of Las Vegas Strip appears to be boycotting Bud Light, competitors being sold out. No one's buying this shit, man. Bars aren't buying. No one's buying it at the bars anymore. No one's buying it at the stores anymore. Well, that's bad news for Anheuser-Busch. People in Vegas seem to be opting for something other than Bud Light. Popular YouTuber Not Leaving Las Vegas is famous for chronicling all the craziness in Sin City. He posted a Tuesday video checking out locations selling alcohol on the Strip, and one thing is clear. There's plenty of Bud Light available while other popular brands have been picked clean. At one point in the video, he interviews a store employee who claims he went from restocking Bud Light multiple times per shift to rarely doing it. When asked point blank if people are buying Bud Light, the unnamed employee replied with no. It seems like there's a lot of Bud Light on the shelves in Vegas, and a lot of the competitors are being sold out. So Miller loves Budweiser right now, the popular YouTuber said at the end of the video. That's interesting. And if you think it's just like this there, you're crazy. It's like this everywhere. No one's buying it anymore. Who wants to be seen drinking this? Oh, what a dumb move they did. It's fascinating to me that this is going on. I am fascinated by this boycott and by the damage being done to them because it's the first time I've ever seen anything like this happen. And I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they get out of this because they still refuse to apologize. And by doing that, all they're doing now is pissing off both sides. So I would expect them to lose even more money, to be honest. It's funny to watch. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.